Allow us to reintroduce ourselves. We are the mob. Memphis Over Bull Live. We are back. Great show. Great content. Chat mob, holla at me. Let me know y'all can hear me. My vocals clear. Today's show, you already know, had the little crime screen. I won't call it little. It's nothing little about it. But that's not what we focus on. We're trying to prevent it. We saw those events. The mother's spoken out. We're going to elaborate on that because it kind of goes with a trend that we always talk about here. That among many other things, man. But as you all know, it is the Memphis Over Bull Live podcast. Thank you for joining. Let's kick the show off, y'all. Right back at it. Like we never left. Like I said, man. Memphis Over Bull Live. We are here. Sorry for the delay. You know, things sometimes they get in our way, right? We're doing a live show. But as you can see, we're here, man. We're here. And so many things have transpired since, right? Just an example of what we already talk about and things we try to prevent. Chat mob, holla at me, say something, holla at your boy. Everybody coming in, make sure you hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Promise not to let you down here, bro. Because it's Memphis Over Bull and that's what we stand for, right? Many things are happening behind the scenes, before our eyes. Many things we talk about at this platform, right? And I'm calm this week, because it's all about the battle within, and I'm very calm from within. Been meditating, been focusing. I feel great, right? And as promised, right? I'm sorry, I got my name up. Right? Better Me Smoothies, right? For the mob, so you can feel good. All right, so I need everyone to do me a favor, right? Before we get into the story. Better Me Smoothies, the mob. As promised, I got smoothies for the community, right? I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't get my dinner in. I'm trying to get the show right. We working all over. Sanchez, J.A. What's up, gang? What's up, y'all? All right, let's get to this, though. Better Me Smoothies. What I'm drinking right now is the Dragon Sunrise, right? Dragon fruit, pineapple. Very delicious, right? But if you don't like that, she has a new smoothie she's releasing this week, right? The Tart Heart, strawberry and raspberry, right? Very delicious. I've tasted them all, but haven't been let down at all. You got the blue raspberry lemonade for those of you who don't like smoothies. I don't know too many people that don't like smoothies, but you know, there's always the few out here, and some people like lemonade more. It's delicious. So we're doing free deliveries for everyone. This is for the 901. I know some people watch the show from all over, right? But we focus on Memphis and rebuilding Memphis, right? And this is quality, good product, $15. Bro, nice size. Free delivery, right? There you go. Can we get that good on the screen? All right. That color is the actual, that's dragon fruit, y'all. All right. Right. So, but yeah, do that. Brittany Jackson, she's doing delivery. She has Cash App. I think it was Zelle. She has Zelle and Cash App. All of those things. Support your own. Get something good in your system so you can, you know, clear the mind. We're trying to improve the community, man. Some of the food, bro, that we eating and stuff that they're selling, you know, it's a McDonald's on every corner. And one of the problems is getting to the actual good food or getting to the better restaurant, right? So we got free deliveries, right? $15 smoothie. You're gonna have to drive to, what's the name of the place? Tropical Smoothie Corporation, right? But so we bringing it to you. Like I said, we'll bring back the ad up in at the end of the show. But Better Me, Energy and Nutrition. Call Brittany, she's doing deliveries, yo. Mad Black, what's up? What's up, homie? I ain't seen my guy in a minute. What's good, bro? We rocking. Good to see you, brother. But yeah, get that. Hey, Black, get you one of these smoothies, man. Support the mob, bro. We've been going for a minute, months. I ain't tried to sell y'all nothing. All right. So get that. Place your orders. Hit the like. Subscribe. Right. So yeah, but let's get into it. What the main focus of this show, right? It's called The Common Grounds, right? And the common grounds, right? That's the soil beneath us, right? The common grounds. It's pretty obvious, right? Because that's what we all connect with. The soil, where we are, the common grounds, right? Because no matter what you are, no matter what race you are or what kind of group you represent or what your job is, it's ultimately, we're all connected by one thing. The common ground, by where we stand, where we are, right? So, the common ground, right? Because we're gonna get into the main thing. We saw the crime spree. Seems like the same thing Ezekiel did roughly 2 years ago, right? And that was the purpose of this show, to prevent those things, because that started in the mind. And his mother spoke out. No father present. I don't know why, you know. I don't know what the reason was. Maybe the fathers could, maybe he's deceased. We're gonna say that. But there is a common trend that the father not being around like that, right? For some odd reason, the father is never present to speak to the media for some reason, right? Okay, so yeah, so the common ground. Sorry about this, y'all. My camera just got knocked up, man. I don't know, bro. Yeah. This is live broadcast. My son, man, you gotta. All right, so back to what we were saying. The common ground, right? Community, business owners, religious groups, politicians, nonprofit organizations, right? We're all Memphians. We all share a common ground, right? That's the thing about it. So, what makes up the common ground? What makes them up? The individuals. All of these things are made up of the individuals, right? The community, the business owners, the religious groups, the politicians, the nonprofit organizations. We all are connected. So, like the same thing with the smoothies. Better you, better me, better us, right? So we need to focus on the individuals. All these things that separate us I mean, we could all argue about that. Hey man, I'm Catholic, I'm Christian, I'm this, whatever. Hey bro, we have to find a common ground, and what's common is the ground, the soil, right? The roots, all of those things. And the roots are Memphis. So we have to find a common ground. We don't have to find one, we know we have one. That's what I want to say. Because all of these things that we're going to talk about going forward, the stores, the businesses shutting down, the crime spree, the mental health that the young man that he's going through. Common ground, all that went on here, right? So, what do we have in common? Because we could talk about our differences all day. Like I said, the soil, the roots, the city, our people, right? That's all I had for you, man. Just keep that in mind, though. That is what ultimately, that's all we got for you. We can end the show right now with the common ground. That's all I got for you. We can share these clips. I want to discuss these things. The chat mob in the building. We're going to open up the phone line, right? I want to hear what you got to say, right? About the common ground, all right? Well, money is a common ground for some, right? But for us, the true individual, right? Make the people, strengthen the people. We're only strong as our weakest link. So let's get to this, right? Crime spree happened, 20-year-old young man. Let's see what happened with this, all right? Let's examine this. We got an idea, right?
Starts now.
I know it's not safe anywhere, but my God, on the church ground, you think you're safe in church, and you come outside and see this, it's sad. It's a sad situation.
It certainly was. Bullet holes at worship houses of worship. A community mourning after one man was shot and killed during a crime spree in Memphis. Police say a 20-year-old man is responsible. Local, state, and federal agencies joined forces to bring the suspect into custody. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Kelly Cook. According to police, the man was out on a $100,000 bond for attempted first-degree murder and attempted aggravated robbery. Action News 5's Imani Williams has been following this story all day for us. And Imani, do we know the identity of the man that's in custody?
Hey Kelly, no, we do not know the identity of this 20-year-old. We did ask MPD. They are not releasing his name at this time. But like you said, he was out of jail on a $100,000 bond for murder and aggravated robbery. Now, this spree all started this morning when he carjacked a woman in a church parking lot. Carjacking Sunday morning while a congregation was preparing for church.
I'm thinking that's really crazy because you on church grounds.
Witnesses said Sunday morning at Center Chapel Baptist Church in Memphis, a 20-year-old man carjacked a woman in the parking lot.
I know it's not safe anywhere, but my God, on the church ground, you think you're safe in church, and you come outside and see this.
I want to say something to that, though, right? You feel like you're safe on the church grounds, right? It's 800 churches in Memphis, and we're going to get to that, right? With so many churches, you couldn't feel that safe on the church grounds, man. The entire city is on the church grounds or right next to it. Yeah, we have so much crime, so you couldn't feel that safe on the church ground, right? We have to look beyond that. There are things going on that are obvious right before us. Though they are spiritual, we can't ignore the obvious, though, that you're not safe just because you're on some kind of turf or soil. We have to fix these issues. We have to address them. We have to accept them, right? Just wanted to make that point, that these people don't respect the same things that you respect. Or so we still have to understand that we're on the common grounds with someone who doesn't believe in the same thing that you do. So how do we solve that? Think about it.
It's sad. It's a sad situation.
The man then went to a nearby store on East Shelby Drive and shot and killed a man, according to police. A 4-minute drive from that scene, the man then shot into a church on Pilot Drive. You could see bullet holes in the building's windows and the glass door was completely gone. People at the church cleaning up said they heard the bullets during their church service. Another 4-minute drive from that scene is where police say the man shot 2 women on Commerce Circle. A juvenile was also found at this scene with a dog bite. There was a church near this scene.
Wait. No, I don't want to make a joke of this, because it's serious. What would the dog bite have to do with anything, though? I don't understand.
Churchgoers said something has to change.
Could look at each other with love and not hatred, to the point where a brother is riding around shooting the very people that look like him.
The man was caught just over 5
Self-hate.
hours later after a chase that ended near a home on Hillville Road. So we just got a press release from Steve Mulroy, the Shelby County District Attorney's office, and he said his office will seek to revoke all bonds posted for this 20-year-old tomorrow morning and will expedite all of his charges. Then he went on to talk about that $100,000 bond that the 20-year-old was out on, and he said the DA's office said the criminal court judge set the bond without his office's involvement. We believe that he should be held without bail and are committed to expeditiously pursuing these cases. So that's the latest information from the DA's office here in Shelby County. We will make sure to continue to follow this story as we get updates. But for now, live in downtown Memphis, Imani Williams, Action News 5.
All righty.
That is, we got more though. That's the first story, right? So they got him. They took him in custody, right? Now he's come to his senses, so to speak. But here's my thing. I mean, the DA is coming to address, we're gonna revoke his bond, all of that talk. I know some people like that. Justice. Yeah, he was arrested. Yeah, we got him. But my thing here is, how could we prevent this from happening beforehand, right? Because at the end of the day, people still died. Yeah, a 20-year-old man whose life is just over for the most part, right? This is what I talk about. Starts with the individual. I think if the things that we preach here, if the mother knew these things to put instill in her son, I'm assuming that we wouldn't see these things as often as we do. If the individual knew how to build himself up, if he knew how to deal with certain things. Like I said, we know young people that are going into this society in Memphis and how stressful it is. It's hard to make it. What do people say? You can make it in Memphis. You can make it anywhere. You hear that from the older people. And I tell a young person that too, because I know about the Memphis struggle. But are we preparing them for it? To get over it on their own without seeing a doctor, without medication, without, all these outlets. What about within? All right? So you gotta make them figure it out. All of these struggles come from within, man. This is just something out of an outcry. Let's go to the next story because it relates to this. This is an update on what happened. Then we'll touch on it a little bit more, all right? Because his mother said something, right? Today is a different feeling. We should have prevented this in the first place, right? Here we go.
Accused of setting off a wave of violence across Memphis this weekend, made his first court appearance today.
Cordarian Kraft, who was out on bond for other crimes when police say he shot 3 people Sunday, is facing a slew of charges, including murder. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Alex Coleman.
And I'm April Thompson. Today, Kraft's attorney requested a mental evaluation. WRAG's Jarita Patterson with more from today's arraignment.
Cordarian Kraft, flanked by officers, was officially arraigned Tuesday morning as Judge Karen Massey read aloud each of his 7 charges.
Especially aggravated robbery and hate felony that carries 15 to 60 years.
His most severe charge, first-degree murder, which the judge informed the 20-year-old could result in the death penalty or a life sentence if convicted.
If someone heard that, it would be terrifying. So for him, this whole situation is just scary and terrifying.
Because Kraft is accused of committing a capital offense, the judge denied bond.
First-degree murder, so I will not say bond.
This sparked emotion from Kraft, who sat sobbing at times, while his newly retained lawyer, Brandon Hall, addressed the court, appealing for a mental...
All right, I know some people have said, don't cry now. You did all that. You really don't understand, though, right? seeing this in court, right? Looks like someone is related to me or you. He's a Memphian. What does this create? What kind of environment does it create for those who look like him? He looks like all of us, right? What are we going through as a people? Because I'm sure, like, they're gonna say that he already has a history of mental health, right? Is the medication not working? Or was it designed not to work in the first place, right? With the environment you're putting somebody in. You gotta give them something real, because obviously what we're giving them or what they're giving them, the system is giving them, isn't working. We're gonna see more of this. It's starting to trend. It's starting here, right? An outcry snapping. Just a streak of crime, right? And then they come the next day, they feel like they're not even conscious of what they did. We're gonna read some chat mob comments after this video, y'all.
Evaluation. Is he claiming he snapped? What, can you share anything at all as to why that request was made?
Anytime on a case this serious, if there's any indication of a prior mental health issue, you have to file it.
Hall could not go into detail because of attorney-client privileges, but who did speak publicly and passionately?
This is real life. This is something I got to deal with.
Absolutely.
And everybody, the person that died, all that. Everybody got to deal with all that.
Without mincing words was a woman who identified herself as Kraft's mother, telling us her first name is Nikki.
My son not the type of person, and I'm sorry for everything that happened to all the other people, but it's more to the story. And when everything get out, they'll understand what's going on.
Emotions boiling over outside.
She said there's more to the story. That's what I'm saying. It always is. It always is. And we just gotta figure out how to prevent these things from happening, man. We gotta have a better, just someone to reach out to, man. Our community, bro, it's like these young brothers are just lost. They're just lost, man, just lost. And it's an outcry. Like I said, all of these things are starting from within. Before he did any of these things, it was a thought first. It was in his mind. So no matter what you gave him or what we're trying to give him or how we're trying to fix it, if you don't fix this, you fix nothing. It's like what they say about a knocking motor, right? You got the cleanest body in the city, but your motor knocking. And some of y'all be riding like that. I'd rather have a beat up body and a powerful motor and the engine to get me where I'm going. And that's the mind. I'd rather have the slowest body in the world and the cleanest and the purest mind. Right. Yeah, right. But yeah, I'd rather have the cleanest mind and a beat up body. But that's just my thinking, right? But we can help those who want to be helped, right? We're just creating this platform for those who are reaching out to be helped, right? We're looking for a platform to talk about these things.
With Kraft's mother saying there is more to this case than meets the eye. We could learn what's next in the next 2 weeks following that mental evaluation, as Kraft and his newly retained lawyer have been ordered back to court at the end of the month. We'll be there as well. Reporting inside the CJC, Jarita Patterson, WREG, News Channel 3.
Let's open up the phone lines in case y'all want to call Chat Mob. I'm opening up the lines tonight. It's been a good minute, all right? All right, so many of y'all, I see y'all, I've been reading the comments. Many of y'all feel like the system failed them, right? And the system was designed to fail you all. So how long are we gonna say that? We gotta create our own system, right? Can't just blame the system. At this point, it's 2024, y'all. Again, failed by the system. These people are making all that money, but no one can do their job. Why is he on the streets? And he's known for murder. Well, that's the bail system, right? Until you've been convicted of that crime, they can't hold you. They'll hold you. They can't hold you in the cell. You might be innocent. You're innocent until proven guilty. So until your trial, they let them get out. It's a way the system making money because they do hold people unlawfully who haven't been proven to be guilty. It could be one of us. What if we're in there for someone accusing us of a crime that we didn't do? We haven't been proven guilty. They have no evidence for it. So that's why they allowed it to happen. And it attacks people of color more than anybody. So keep that in mind when you don't want people getting bonds. And like all of this stuff, it's a system, man. It's like, hey, bro, this affects us. It affects, you think these things when you say, hey, man, lock them up, get these people off the streets. It's gonna affect the people that are doing the right things too, right? With the influx of police everywhere, aggressive police officers that you're asking for due to seeing stuff like people smash and grabs. You don't know how that's gonna affect the common man because we have a common ground. Right? The common grounds, brother. That is the thing. Failed by the system. All right. Mad Black said, make black families great again. That's what we're here to do, bro. What makes up the family though, right? That's the question. The individuals, right? It's always gonna go back to the people being better, bro, and teaching people how to meditate and fix themselves from within. That's all I'm preaching. To go on your own and seek knowledge and be better. That's all you gotta give people. And many of you have overcome things, right? You got to express that though. Like if y'all are on the same energy, you'll end up on the same journey eventually. You'll meet if you're doing the same thing. If I'm eating healthy, I'm exercising, reading the right books, eventually I'll run into you doing those same things. So get your stuff. It's like I'm drinking a smoothie right now. Hopefully you'll be drinking a smoothie and you'll join me, right? You see what I'm saying? You see that energy? Let's see if we get these phone lines going, y'all. Yo, you are, let me try to call back. Let me see. Don't do me in. But yeah. There we go. One second, y'all. But yeah.
Hello?
Yo, you are live on the mob. What's good? Can you hear me, brother?
It's MOB?
Oh yeah, that's what it is. All right. I don't know if he's having phone problems or it's our end. Let me try something up. Give me 1 second, brother. But yeah, so it's all about the individuals that make it up, right? We gotta be the example, like the brother said, right? Can't just expect some kind of savior to come and we're waiting on Superman and Batman. That's not gonna happen, brother. Give me 1 second, y'all. You know we got a little rust on us. I don't know who that was that just called us, but shout out to the brother. Give us a call back. The 464 number. We're gonna try that one more time. But yeah. Right. That is the common ground. Love, right? But what is something else, you know what I'm saying? We also look for the fathers, right? Definitely family is important, bro. The individuals make up the family, but the more individuals you have that make up their family, the stronger you are. Doing the right thing, right? Now let's talk about this. With all these recent events happening, we're gonna try to get check on the phone line in a minute. But this is affecting the economy, right? The individuals, like I said, the common ground, right? Who makes it up? This goes back to that because we already talked about the community, right? As much as you may not agree, the young man was a part of the community. He did share this common ground with us, right? And so that was the first community. Now we're gonna talk about the business owners, right? Because they're affected by this too. But are we operating as entities, or I like individuals because the individuals make up something. But if you separate the groups of individuals, then you got a problem, right? A lot of stuff happening in the city. Check this out.
Thieves hit a flower shop so many times the owner was forced to shut her doors. It's stories like that has WREG investigators digging deeper into the rampant crime happening in our city. And we're looking also at possible solutions.
Our chief investigator Jessica Gertler speaks with business owners affected and shows us how it's motivating one group to sound the alarm elsewhere.
4 miles apart on Summer Avenue sit two businesses, different yet alike.
One time they broke in and they came through this window.
A flower shop and pool hall, both battling a common enemy.
Break into a foyer area through a glass door, then break through another glass door.
Threatening their security, finances, and dreams.
There's a lot of young little girls and young little boys that never dreamed of walking in a flower shop.
That's why Talisa Franklin chose the building on Summer near Baltic.
I thought I was going to fix some of the problems by being a beacon of light.
It worked. Her flower shop flourished until last year.
April 29th is when they stole the cameras and the lighting off the building.
The thieves came back, she says, at least 20 times, swiping the ceiling fans, computers, t-shirts for a Juneteenth festival, or premium ribbons right before Mother's Day, and
stolen decorations from Juneteenth. What could you do with decorations from Juneteenth? That's what I'm talking about, y'all. You gotta think about this, right? That was a hate crime. Why was it committed? You gotta think about it. Nobody's stealing Juneteenth decorations, y'all. Come on, man.
More.
To correct it, I couldn't correct it. It was too hard to correct it.
Too many claims means insurance dropped her. She says she closed her doors and started moving out around the same time. The owner of a pool hall got a letter in the mail. Tracy Whitney found out the man who broke into his business would finally have his day in court.
Christmas Eve of 2022, my building was vandalized and burglarized.
His security cameras captured it, a bold thief busting a window and stealing the quarter machine.
I was watching News Channel 3 and I seen a story on another business owner who had been broken into the same time I had.
The guy in their security footage looked like the man in his. He told police.
I just assumed that they probably captured him, they knew who he was. 6-8 months later, again, I get a text at 1 o'clock in the morning, my business has been burglarized.
Whitney says the same guy captured on his cameras again, this time causing thousands of dollars in damage. He told police what he knew, helping them make a quick arrest.
It affects my business. It costs me more money, of course, with security guards, things like that. It's a lot of stress. And so a lot of business owners, can't handle that.
In the past year, crime has plagued the business community. More than 2,200 reported business burglaries. Restaurants blamed crime for their sudden closure. Mobile phone and gaming stores, jewelry and beauty shops hit again and again. City Gear stores reported 60 break-ins, forcing them to add more cameras and even canines. Delivery trucks targeted too, ransacked even when stuck on the ice. Security now tagging along.
Stop!
All while gas stations remain vigilant after dozens ransacked one in November while toting large guns.
This is a big issue.
John Ganuski is the president of 901 Economics.
Everyone pays the bill, and we pay it in terms of higher police expenditures. We pay it in terms of insurance. We pay it in terms of out-of-pocket losses.
He says crime is eroding the economic and social fabric of the community, and the people who can least afford it suffer the most. The Greater Memphis Chamber says it's paying attention and working behind the scenes.
How do we? She mentioned the community a lot. Do we have one? Someone answer that for me.
Address this. What is the role of the chamber?
Chamber President Ted Townsend says crime has become the center of conversation amongst their members.
What I came to was we have the mechanism of convening and carrying these business voices and concerns forward.
He says they formed the Public Safety Accountability Committee, a team that's been meeting with city and county leaders like the district attorney, police chief, and judges
to ask, what is your plan? What is your strategy? And how can we plug in?
Like helping Memphis police write a memorandum of understanding to make it easier for more businesses to sign up for their camera program. Townsend says he also hand-delivered a letter to the governor and leadership, drafted and signed by 85 business executives, listing demands like a $50 million grant for crime reduction strategies, more money to tackle a backlog of court cases, and
a $50 million grant. Okay. I want to hear those strategies.
new law making possession of a stolen firearm a felony. He says it's a clear message they aren't giving up on Memphis.
And so if we can advance legislation or the marshaling of more resources here, like we know other cities have done from their states, then that is what the role of the chamber is about.
He hopes it helps the chamber's efforts to land some of the 40 companies eyeing Memphis, representing 20,000 new jobs, which in turn would combat crime.
We think that economic development is prescriptive to the solutions for the precursors of crime, poverty, the lack of education and skills attainment.
Franklin agrees the city has to address the root causes. But until that happens,
there's no way you can win. No way.
And the pool hall owner down the street felt that way too when another letter came in the mail.
Open it up, and it has all of his information. It says that they arrested him and he pleaded guilty to burglarizing my business and doing over $2,500 in vandalism, and that they gave him time served 1 day.
1 day, even though the man was facing other burglary.
Also, this is not a thing of race, because as we can see, who's committing the crime here? It's all about the individuals in the mind. Like I said, someone chooses to do something, they're gonna do it. And we're a predominantly black city, so you're gonna see that. But the individuals in Memphis share a mentality just like they share a common ground, because we're seeing the trend. People are fed up and don't know how to deal with things, so they just take, regardless of the consequences. When the problem is, what do you really want anyway? What item is worth stealing? That's not what life's about. So I'm already knowing that if you lust for those things, whatever you crave or whatever you fear controls you, right? And most of these people don't fear anything except being without. So due to that, they take, right?
Charges and had a long rap sheet that included more burglaries, forgery, and theft.
Do you think he'll do it again?
Oh, I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will. It's not even a question.
Jessica Gertler, WREG News Channel 3.
Now, I can tell you we did ask the DA's office about the sentence, but have yet to hear back.
Yeah. So as a result of these things, the businesses are closing, right? Let's try to get this caller back. It affects us all. It affects us all. Hopefully we can get him back. I couldn't answer before we had the story going, bro. I really want to hear what he had to say.
Hello.
Yo, you are live on the mob. What's good, brother? Hello. I heard the hello. I guess he didn't want to. He may have gotten. All right, bro. We're going to keep it open in case he calls back. But yeah, it affects us all, man. It affects us all. So those are thinking that I'm a business owner. The thing I'm bringing that up because we need you all to be active, right? At all these community town hall meetings. Because, like, the thing about this, and I'm getting to the other groups too in a second, right? When I brought up the common ground graphic, right? I don't think he was scared, but the pressure of the mob, the chat mob watching, it can make someone just lose their voice, right? Right, so the common ground, the community, business owners, religious groups, politicians, nonprofit organizations. The nonprofit organizations are active. The most active. I mean, because the nonprofit, their whole purpose is to help the community though, right? But we need everyone there. Everyone there. And not there. We need everyone there, like here, right? Because the nonprofits are doing the same things, thinking alike, being active. So I think we need everyone in the same mind. You don't physically have to be there, right? You don't physically have to have a meeting. I'm sick of meetings, by the way. So we don't have to meet. Now, we just got to get on the same accord, bro, and get an understanding. We don't have to have that, but we do need to have the same mindset. Like I said, when I start eating better, I'll end up seeing you in line buying the same things I'm like buying. Then we can have a conversation. But to try to drag you there and make you eat better, that's a waste of time and energy. And then we don't have neither at this point, all right? So let's get ourselves together now. You know how they say, I'll meet you at the top. There we go, right? And we're talking about being better in ourselves. I'll meet you on the other side when we're better, right? So yeah, so those are the business owners, right? Somebody else, Chef Tam had a problem a few weeks ago with people breaking in their cars, right? Chef Tam is one of the best restaurants in Memphis. Chef Tam closes the shop, bro. I mean, the reason why I'm sharing is because she was saying things about people breaking in cars and how it hurt her and how it affected her life. But she was the only one saying something, right? She was the only one conscious of it, right? So we got to push this. We got to push individuals helping themselves, even the business owners. I know you're not a psychiatrist. I know you're not a shrink, but you can come here. We'll tell you what to say, what to do. But many of these people understand, like her, she's a successful business owner. I'm sure she knows about self-enlightenment. What do you do to make yourself happy? Maybe you can express that to those who are looking to make themselves happy too. Because everyone is ultimately. Some of us know how to do it better than others, so we just got to show that and be there. And like I said, don't run away from things. You know what I'm saying? We share this common ground. Let's clean it up, bro. Let's clean it up. All right, so we got on. Let's go back. Also, I'm gonna bring the graphic back one more time in case y'all wanna get y'all minds out here my smoothie, right? Better me is what we're pushing. All right. All right, so on the common grounds, who's up next? We always talk about the politicians, right? Religious groups. Now, bring this up. This is what I was talking about before I was so rudely interrupted a week ago. The National Black Church Initiative, right? African American and Latin communities. They're here to help, right? Now, National Black Church Initiative has 150,000 African American churches working to eradicate social, racial, religious, and economic disparities across the nation, right? And they currently have 27 million members, 27.7 million members, right? So I went to their website. I was just looking around. I'm like, man, that is a powerful organization of melanated people. That has to be the largest group of black people in America that I've ever seen. Right? And as soon as I go on their website, the first thing I notice of the 27.7 million members, right? That I noticed that, I go and, well, they're trying to raise $250,000 for sickle cell research. I'm like, don't y'all already have the resources though, right? Because that's a problem within our community, right? See, this is what I'm saying about people looking for others to save them, and we have to save ourselves. This is my point I'm making, all right? I'm not going against them. I'm just showing you that you have to save you. As powerful as this organization is, they're still asking for help from you. So everyone's always asking for help. Who can you help if you can't help yourself, right? That's my point. So with this going on, all of these 27 million members, 150,000 churches, right? Memphis is top 5 in crime, top 5 in poverty, and 5th in churches, top 5 in churches, right? But the church only wants members. And that's not a common ground, right? When you should help others. Just like there's a crisis going on right now. That organization should come to Memphis, the National Black Church, or the NBCI, right? Should come here because you have more black churches here than anywhere. And there's a crisis going on right now. And we really need you. We need you all active, just like the nonprofit organizations, just like the community leaders. So we need, I'm not just talking about the black church, we're talking about all religious groups here, if you care, because we share a common ground, right? And that's what I'm telling you to teach others, is to build themselves up. Do what you need to do. Go to your temple, go to your church, go to whatever, go to your group, go to your neighborhood watch, but at the end of the day, we gotta come back to the common ground that we all share. Instead of figuring out what separates us, we gotta figure out how we can unite, man. It's just that simple. But I want to say that because this is going on and the black pastors are talking about what's going on overseas, right? I need a ceasefire in Memphis. I need this same energy. That's what I'm saying. I need that same energy for this city, bro. I need the same energy to teach these individuals to better themselves, because the mind is polluted down here, bro. And we need all of the Avengers. We need the black Avengers, man, to push this message. It's that simple. Teach others to build the individual, build themselves up, man. We need that. And that ultimately goes back to the family. Because like I say, you're no good to anybody if you're no good to yourself. It's simple to me. All right, I'm sorry y'all if I'm not as hype as I used to. I'm just at peace. It's the smoothie. It's the peaceful feeling inside of me right now. I hope you can get a piece of this, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's all about within. All right. So yeah, Chef Tam's is closing, right? A lot of things are gonna change around us. So a lot of things are gonna change around us. So I'm just getting us prepared to mind, right? And even those who feel that we're mentally stronger than others and we're better prepared than others, things are gonna change. So anything that you're tied to that's material, or you're a materialistic person, all of that could change in the very near future in America. I hope everyone's seeing what's going on. They got 10 million illegal immigrants in the country right now. This happened over the last 5 to 10 years. So if you're thinking things are just gonna be how they've been, and you can just do your Amazon shopping and go buy your designer and go to your next concert, those things may not be as easily accessible as they are right now. So hold on to something else, something greater, right? And that's you. Peace. The greatest asset there is. Like I said, bring up the better me smoothies, you all. Before we get out of here, make sure y'all hit Miss Brittany Jackson up. 901-254-0505. Right. Let's read the chat mob a little bit before we get out of here. Detaching is key. Attachments keep us trapped. That's the thing. That's what you gotta teach your kids. Or I'm not even gonna say teach. That's what you gotta teach yourself. Be that example of that. It's something I struggle with. We all struggle with it. I mean, they drown us in the garbage, right? I look at a Nike logo just like y'all do, and I know better, right? Louis Vuitton look a little bit better than Vuitton Louis to me, right? But yeah, not so much, right? Sorry about the phone line, y'all. We're gonna work on that next week. We're gonna have that right, because we gotta have things right. We got some major guests coming up. So yeah, but it feels good to be back. It feels good to be back. But yeah, go back to what we said. Go back to the common ground before we get out of here, though. These individuals, man. Individuals make up all of these, right? So let's make better individuals. Like, everyone's talking about Mayor Young, right? But the mayor is only as good as the people that he's the mayor of, right? An army is only as good as its soldiers, bro. I mean, can't be a great army with garbage soldiers, right? So let's get the soldiers right. Let's get their minds right. And I promise you, you will see better results. So we're gonna focus on us. You listening. Just make a better you. That's why I love the name of Brittany Jackson's company. Better me, better you, better us. That's the goal. So hopefully, man, something you heard today makes you want to improve yourself. And ultimately, we'll look up down the line and we'll be a better people in a better city. That's my advice for you. It's all love. And I see y'all next week. Memphis Over Bull live. The mob. We out.